One of my son's favourite things to eat on Boxing Day is a sausage roll. A sausage roll is just sausage meat wrapped in really lovely puff pastry, and it takes 5 minutes to make, but homemade ones taste 100% better than the shop bought. So what I've got, because I'm not a glutton for punishment, is some pre-rolled puff pastry shop bought, because life is too short to make your own puff pastry. Okay, so you lay your pre-rolled puff pastry in a nice flat rectangle and take your sausage meat. And all we're going to do is take the sausage meat and put the sausage meat on top of the pastry, and then we're going to seal the pastry in that. So this bit is great for kids to do because they like things that look gross, in my experience. So we're going to take this out. Now this is disgusting. Squeeze it out the plastic casing. I must admit, this is not my favourite bit to do in the world. It doesn't look particularly appetising either, but it will taste amazing when it's done. Take our log of sausage meat, make sure all of it's out. And sausage meat in the UK is generally pork, mixture of pork, herbs and spices. There's some pork fat in there. It's really, really delicious stuff when it's cooked. It looks disgusting, grey and manky right now. So we're going to take our pastry then, and we're going to fold it over. We're going to fold it over once, like that. And then we're going to get an egg. We're going to beat it. I'm going to use it to seal the pastry. You just paint along with your pastry brush. I've left a little gap at each end, and there's a good reason for that. It's because we need to fold this over. When you go to slice them, because we'll do that in a moment, what you need to do is you'll have one which is completely covered on one end, but you usually slice that off, and that's the cook's perks, as they say. So we're going to roll that over and seal it. We're going to seal the ends of our puff pastry, seal the other end, a bit like wrapping up a parcel. You can do it as neatly or as roughly as you want, because you don't usually serve the two end pieces, and then pop it over. And then what we'll do is we'll egg wash this in a moment. What we'll do is pop this in the fridge for a few minutes so it just cools again, and then we'll slice it. You can cook it whole like this. You can put patterns on it. You can make it look as festive as you want to. I'm going to keep this quite plain because there's absolutely no point decorating something that is going to go in a matter of seconds if my son sees this. So I am going to chop these then up and put them on a baking tray to cook. So with your egg wash, you just want to put some on the top, and that will go nice and golden brown when the puff pastry goes. You can see there's a nice meaty filling. And we'll pop those in the oven, and they'll puff up and look really golden and delicious. So you pop them in the oven until they're nice and golden, the puff pastry has risen and that the sausage meat is cooked. Depending on what sausage meat you've used and how hot your oven is, it can take between 10, 20, 25 minutes, depending on how thick the sausage meat is as well. So just make sure that it's cooked and that the pastry has risen, and obviously it's not burnt. I generally put mine on for at 180 centigrade for around 20 minutes, but I keep an eye on it. So sausage rolls are now out of the oven, and you can see they're nice and golden, and the sausage meat is cooked, and they're absolutely delicious. The pastry is nice and crackly, and that's how you make homemade sausage rolls. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year.